Guy, lots to like with this victory here tonight.
Well, our goalies, that's for sure. I mean, we know what Kondo can do, but that kid just keeps on impressing us every day. Pretty impressive. I think every game he's been in, every scrimmage, he's been impressive. So, 6'5" with lots of talent. We're certainly not going to be disappointed about that. It was one of those days where I think everybody thought we were going to get shellacked tonight. So I think, especially after last night, we're expecting them to come out hard, and they did. And, they got a lot of power plays and 5-on-3s and stuff. So, at some point we were catching up on those shots, but they were 25-20. But then we came out again in the third period with the penalty kill. And so we had to do a good job on a penalty kill to be able to give ourselves a chance, and we did. And then we scored a goal as a result of that also. So I think our penalty kill guys did a terrific job, and obviously for a power play. So I think special teams tonight made a huge difference.
Did you find that points in the game they were in control, but then you withstood it and were able
yeah, absolutely. But you know how that when you get a few power plays in a row, that'll kill your momentum. I thought we started well, and then of course when they get their power play, they're dominant on that power play. So they had high end guys on it too. So you will lose momentum. But what I liked is the way we defended on it, and we got so many guys blocking shots and inspired our group. I think it gave us a chance to believe that we were able to come out here one way or another, at least give ourselves a chance. And I think the players get all the credit for coming out and surprising everybody by coming out on top.
Your decisions get harder. Like you want to make hard decisions, right?
I want to make hard decisions for sure. And it's not just about the players that are trying to make the team. I think it's also about the players that were with us. If you look today, I think Clayson was outstanding. So I think he's just continuing what we saw at the end of the year, and he's picked up such a pace, and he's kind of doing it all right now. He's defending, he's attacking, he's doing everything. So, and he's one of those guys that players absolutely love. He brings so much intangibles to our team that you can't help but liking this guy. So when he has success, we really want to celebrate with him. So that's and I think you look at Thompson tonight. I thought he was terrific, penalty kill, and then managing those moments where the other team is going around. They seem to get momentum, and then all of a sudden, Tommy and Paisy would really cut it off, and that's huge. I think it's going to be a tremendous value for us, and I would have used them more in D-zone face-offs and all that, but I think we want to see our young guys what they can do. So if it was the season, he would have had even more face-offs to take and more penalty kill. He spent a lot of time on the penalty kill, but I would have used him even more. Him and Paisy look great together. So right now that's what we wanted.
What did you see from Logan Brown tonight, Coach?
Well, I think he's been. Last year, the problem was his pace, his speed, and I think he's improved that. He's worked hard. He's more in shape, and I think if you look at the rookie camp, he did very well. If you look at the 3 days where it's tough and you have to really maintain a certain pace, it was much better than last year. And without a doubt, this guy's a brilliant, hockey mind in terms of vision and making plays and having poise and protecting pucks. So he made some really savant plays, and that's impressive. But we knew that about him. So for him, it's more about can he keep the pace? Can he keep the pace for 60 minutes? And we're gonna keep on looking for sure, because he's just right now he's showing us that he might be a little closer than we thought, but there's still a long ways to go. So yeah, he's definitely doing well, that's for sure. But there's other guys that are doing well too. So Schlappick to me since day one has been very impressive, and so I think that's another name, just like Yaros, for instance. I don't think people were expecting those guys, and I think that's great because it's starting to look like we're getting a bit more depth than we thought, and that's great. We need it.
Do you break the group up into two groups now, starting tomorrow?
Yeah. So that's what we got to go do now. Figure out, and it doesn't mean that the minute you're in the B group that you're done. Absolutely not, because you'll have guys in the B group that are going to play on Saturday, and some guys in the B group are going to play on Monday too. And it's just because we need to separate in a manageable number to have practices worthwhile. So at some point, like right now, we're going to keep 5 lines and 8 defensemen, I would say, and 3 goalies. And then the other guys are going to practice earlier. We'll practice tomorrow at I think it's at 12:30. 12, and so give the guys who played tonight a little rest, and so manage those practices in the next days. So 2 practices a day, but 2 different groups, and we might flip-flop guys, but there'll be guys in that group, in the B group there, that will play on Saturday. So don't make anything of it in terms of who's done and who's not.